Hi, everyone. Welcome to Amora and Nana Fun Times channel. I'm having a great day, and if I'm having a great day, you, and you too should be having a great day. So let's have some fun. I'm Nana. Amora is on her way home from school. Ooh, hope you don't see me doing this video, but anyway, it's story time anyway. So, what I want to talk about, as you can see, as an amputee resisting depression. Now, a depression is a hard pill to swallow. After your amputation, and then your staples come out, and all that other type of stuff, all of that sadness and lonely hardness, all that comes in, and it pays an integral part in our lives. Here we go again. Hello. Excuse me. Wait a minute. What are you saying? Who? Okay, now I'm doing a video and I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Okay. Well, just forget it. Just forget it. Poo poo. And that's not true, because I've been there before and I've used it. Where did you go? Okay. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I wish I knew how to edit. If you guys know some good editing software that I can use, that's not real very expensive, please leave it in the comments. But yeah, I was talking about amputee and resisting depression, because you can fall into that right after amputation. I mean, in my case, I had both legs amputated, my left first and then my right. And if you're not careful, you can fall into a deep depression if you let it, though. If you let it. And resist means to refrain away from, to not fall into, means to bag it up, bag it up some more. You want to resist it. You don't want to go into it. You want to stay away from it. So today I want to talk about some things that I stay away from in resisting, resisting, resisting depression. Like I said, for me, I had both legs amputated. And for me, resisting means to stay away from, not to fall into that hole of an effect, not to fall into depression, because, you're losing your old life, because you was focused on your old life before your legs got amputated. I mean, I did. I mean, I was working, volunteering, working 5, 6 jobs, volunteering. I mean, Saturdays and Sundays were filled with children and more children. Usually on Saturdays, I have children. I had one child at that time, and I still only have one child. But I'm a mother, stepmother, nana, a guinea, mom, pa, whatever you want to call, a friend, a family, whatever. I was all of that to about over 20 children. Every Saturday, my car was full. My house was full. They wanted some Blondie, and they had it bad. I guess they had it bad because I spoil children. That's what I do. It's just me. It's not for everybody, but this is, I mean, it has always been what I like to do. So yeah, I was busy working 5 or 6 jobs. I was volunteering at church on Sundays. Saturday was an early morning breakfast with my daughter and I out, next thing you know, we're out and about picking up children, doing stuff, going to different places. At that time, her favorite thing was DZ, Discovery Zone. Now I think it's only, in the out of state, right now. But that was her place, and we stayed there from sun up to sun out. I mean, as I remember, it tickles me because my daughter and my nephew at the time, they would go up there. They had like a ladder that you had to climb up and you could see out, and they had different mirrors and stuff up there. And when it was time to go, after 8 or 9 o'clock, being there all day long, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but I didn't care about the money because I had it. It'd be time to go, and it's like, okay, come on, y'all. And next thing you know, they sitting their bus up there. They had a place where you could sit down. So they sitting their bus up there. And I mean, we couldn't go up, and we had to climb up a ladder in order to go get them down, because they'll be sitting up there like, they would be sitting there like, what you doing up here? Okay, it's time to go. So my daughter and my nephew would do that each and every time that we would go up there. So we would have to climb up there and get them. And I'm talking about this because it makes me happy. See, that's one thing that resists me from depression, is talking about my daughter's childhood, talking about my nephew's childhood when I used to keep them, when I had money, and the different scenarios and the different things we went through. That's what resists me from falling into depression. That's one thing that keeps me from falling into depression. My memories keeps me from falling and resisting depression. But you know what? Just focusing on your amputations that you have now, that doesn't really get you through. Think about the things that made you happy before you got amputated, like doing scrapbooks, pictures. Pictures makes me happy. Things that make you happy. Let me say, cards make me happy. Woodwork may make you happy. Going outside and playing in your yard may make you happy. I mean, you probably can't bend down there, but you can go out there and scoot around. I mean, because, hey, I go out there and scoot around in my dirt. I put on me some old clothes. I make sure I close the bottom half of the pants and tie a rubber band around them so it won't get no dirt in them. Because remember, I have halfies below knee. So I'll put on an old shirt and I put rubber bands around my halfies, my pantses, and I get out there in that dirt. And I plant my flowers, I pick my flowers, I cut weeds, I do all that from the ground in the dirt. Oh, yeah. So if you want to do something, you want to accomplish something, and something makes you happy, you'll find a way to do it. And I do it. And I laugh at myself when I go up there and people come and they look, they be like, oh, look at that lady. Look at Blondie. Look what she doing. I mean, it takes me 2, 3, 4 hours out there till the sun goes down for me, cut out all my weeds and everything. But you do what you have to do to make it. So when I look outside and I don't see those tall weeds covering my house, and I've cut them down with a knife and scissors and gotten some of those weeds out and plucked out some of those weeds to let the flowers grow, it makes me happy. Do things to make you happy to resist depression. Maybe writing makes you happy. Writing makes me very happy. So I write, I do spoken word. I write poetry. I write inspiring things. I write encouraging things. I want to encourage you. That's why after every video, you'll see an encouraging word because that's what I do. I want to inspire you. I want to encourage you. You may not be going through the same thing that I'm going through, but it takes me away, and I'm resisting depression when I encourage you. I'm resisting depression when I inspire you. I'm resisting depression when I go out there and pull those weeds out the yard. I'm resisting depression when I have my grandkids over and I got to clean up behind them. I'm resisting depression when I cook. Yeah. Find out what makes you happy and resist all the negativity in your life. Resist it. Because if not, you'll sink right on in. But if you resist it, you're coming out. Did you hear what I said? If you don't resist it, you'll get sunk in. But if you resist it, you're coming out brighter than gold. Yes. Yes. If you resist it, I'm getting emotional here. If you resist depression, you're coming out brighter than gold. Because I've had those days in my life, but I resisted, and I'm still resisting each and every day. I want you and you too to resist with me. Resist with me, people. I want you guys to resist with me. Find ways to resist with your depression. I have found ways to resist with my depression. I'm telling you guys how I resist depression every day. By doing things, by being productive, by doing things differently than you do, but I still get them done. I'm resisting. Yeah. And you can resist too. It's hard. It's tough. It's rough. But remember, I look at it like this. You look at it half empty. I look at it half full. I'm going to get there. There may be days I have to dust myself off, but I get back up again and I try again the next day. Because I'm a survivor. And you can be a survivor too, no matter what people say. Whether they leave you, whether friends leave you, whether family leaves you. You can resist depression all by yourself. Oh yeah, you can do it. Practice makes perfect. And I practice and I practice and I practice every day. Practice makes perfect to resist depression. Oh, yeah. And don't think I have this big old circle, because I don't. Not at all. It's me, myself, and I. And my little partner at times, of course. But I'm here most of the time. It's me and the Lord. I ask Him to protect me, guide me, give me His essentials and things that I need. And He does that. And He does that. Now, when I was I had all this money, had a car, nice place. I had so many friends, so many family members. Yeah, had them all. But when I lost everything, they went right on stepping too. And it was a hard pill for me to swallow, but I had to resist depression, even though they walked out on me. I had to resist depression, even when they didn't call to see about me. I have to resist depression when they don't come see me. I have to resist depression when they don't come see me. I have to resist it and go on because I know I still have purpose. God brought me back for a reason. This heart is still pumping for a reason. It's pumping for a reason. And you have purpose too. You have destiny too. No matter whether friends and family leave you, keep on going. God has you here for a reason and His purpose. And it's up for you to pray and listen to that voice and say, Lord, why am I still here? What do you have me here for? Listen to that voice. And He'll tell you. And don't think it's going to be a big old roar. Listen. And put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We can talk. Put it in the comments. Inbox me on social media. We could talk about it. I'm a good talker and an awful good listener. We could talk about resisting depression. Name me some ways that you guys resist depression being an amputee. I would really like to know, what do you do to resist depression? And I will share with you some more ways of how I resist depression. These are just some of the few ways that I'm sharing with you guys in this video, how I resist depression. But I want to share with you, and I want you to share with me some ways that that you resist depression, because it's here. We can fall into it. We don't be careful, but we can resist it too. All right, you guys, please like, subscribe, view, turn on your post notifications, watch the other videos that Amor and I and Aaliyah and my family have up, because this is a family channel and we share a little bit of everything. I love you, and I just want to say, oh, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. Don't accept nothing less, because you and you too are blessed. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No matter what, resist depression. These are some of the ways that I've talked about in this video of how I resist depression. I love you guys. And as always, family, be wonderfully blessed by our King on today. Resist, you guys. Resist. Till next time.